We are heading to Perth, Western Australia this coming 12th of May, where current IBO Lightweight champ George Kambosos Jr. takes on former unified lightweight and 3-division champion Vasyl Lomachenko. Kambosos will defend his IBO title for the first time since claiming it from then-champion Maxi Hughes in controversial circumstances midway through 2023. Staying on the theme of controversy, Vasyl Lomachenko is coming off the back of a controversial points decision loss to, at the time, undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney. Haney vacated those belts after moving north to the 140-pound division, creating a reset in the lightweight division. Both Kambosos and Lomachenko will be vying for the vacant IBF strap, and the winner will look to unify titles beyond the 12th of May. Let's break it down! George Ferocious Kambosos Jr., going back as far as I can remember, has always wanted the Lomachenko fight, and in some of my earliest interviews with him, the name Lomachenko was often uttered. It's about the legacy Kambosos has stated many times, and come May the 12th, George gets his opportunity to topple a living legend, regain his old IBF title, and look to potentially unify titles in the lightweight division once again. Kambosos previously held the unified status when he surprised many in the boxing world by defeating then-unified champ Teofimo Lopez. On that night, Kambosos beat the man who beat the man before him, Vasyl Lomachenko. Lopez and Lomachenko, who was elevated to WBC franchise champion, clashed the year prior. Up for grabs that night was the WBC franchise, ring, WBA, WBO and IBF lightweight titles, with Lopez coming out on top. Arguments over the undisputed title aside, with the WBC franchise belt not considered a real belt or a full belt, Lopez was riding high until he ran into Kambosos. Kambosos upset the odds makers that day. Can he do it again against Lomachenko? Anyone watching Lomachenko's last fight against Devin Haney can be forgiven for walking away with the impression that Lomachenko did enough to win. Lomachenko and team were clearly convinced they had won before the scorecards were read out. So when the judges' cards were read out, it was like a gut punch for Lomachenko, far worse than anything landed on him during the fight with Devin Haney. Loma was clearly devastated, and for some time. This could mean that Kambosos is catching Loma at the right time. You have to ask yourself, how is Loma's confidence in the judges coming into this bout? What is his methodology going in? Will he look to take it out of the judges' hands by seeking a knockout? And will this be exactly what Kambosos is hoping for? An aggressive and determined Loma means plenty of counter-offensive opportunities for George. Loma ups his tempo as the fight goes on, steadily increasing his pace, tempo and pressure, and attacking from impossible angles. If Kambosos, who is durable and possesses a great engine, can stay with Loma throughout, not just countering successfully, but also dragging Loma into exchanges, then he might just have a chance. It can't be easy coming back from a devastating loss in a fight that you, your team, and likely most of the spectators watching believe you won. But Vasily high-tech Lomachenko has had to do just that. In the immortal words of Aaliyah, Loma has had to dust himself off and try again. Not that Loma is a stranger to losing, as he has previously bounced back from an L on a couple of occasions, and on each occasion, blame can be equally distributed for the loss. Early in his pro career, the once prodigious Ukrainian amateur turned professional and former Olympian was fast-tracked towards a major title. And in just his second pro bout, if you go by BoxRec and don't include his 6 fights in the World Boxing Series in 2013, Lomachenko was pitted against veteran tough guy Orlando Solido. Solido came in overweight and lost his WBO featherweight title on the scales. It was up for Loma to win, but taking on the veteran who knew every dirty trick in the book and fought rough, incorporating incessant dick punching into his game, proved the bridge too far, resulting in a split decision loss. In this case, Loma's team and promoter shared the blame for rushing their talent.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
In Loma's bout with Teofimo Lopez and consequent unanimous decision loss, Loma left it far too late till the second half of their bout to claw back rounds. The blame here can be rested on Loma's shoulders, where, coincidentally, Loma had an injury going into the bout. And finally, if you believe that Loma deserved to get the win against Devin Haney in his last bout, then the blame lands on poor judging. Nevertheless, that's boxing, and I wonder what Loma's state of mind is going into this fight. George Kambosos has been the beneficiary of good timing before, and his best resume win, that over Lopez, was helped by the fact that Lopez came into the fight very much in the wrong headspace, injured and lacking confidence. If age, Lomachenko's 36, haunting memories of perceived wrongdoing by boxing officials, and travelling to the other side of the world are all to be factors in this bout, we could see another dramatic upset win for George Kambosos Jr. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to drink a bottle of ouzo and go play in traffic, but I have a niggling feeling that we could see an upset here. My instinct is telling me that something is afoot, and you should know by now all about my instinct.
The man has no instincts. Just stinks.
George Kambosos Jr. is tenacious, he's got a great engine, and is a sharp counter-puncher who won't need to go looking for Lomachenko on the ring. However, I also feel like there is a genuine gap in skill and ability, and despite being the older and much shorter man, I feel like Vasyl Lomachenko still has the goods to do something significant in the 135-pound division. I think he still has some big fights in him, and I think he goes on to unify before retiring. My instinct says there will be an upset, but my brain says play it safe. I'm going with Lomachenko on points. I'll support the Aussie, of course, but I think Lomachenko wins on the cards, which should go some way to erasing memories of his last bout. Let us know in the comments below who you think wins and how. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you will receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi Pound for Pound TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book How to Get Out of Life Traps might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same to you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided.